For many a time I have been half in love with his full death. I have been loving death many times, and I have calling death with many different names in my poetry. Muse rhyme here mean his poetry. In his poetry he has used many different phrases and words to indicate the death. And he actually what he wants to say is that he wants to say that he wanted to die to get out of those miseries and troubles and pains. And the same theme in his another poem when he said, when I have fears that I may cease to be, when I have fears that I may cease to be, before my pen has gleaned my teeming brain, before high-piled books on character hold like rich corners the full ripened grain, and when I have fears, and when I behold upon the night-starred face huge cloudy symbols of a high romance, and think that I may never live to trace their shadows with the magic hands of chance. And when I have fears that I may not look upon thee more, O unreflecting love, and things like that. And then he says, then upon the shore of this wide world I stand alone, till love and fame to nothingness do sink. So he had a fear of death, that he will not be able to complete his many things. So that way he talked about death many times. Why? To take into the air my quiet breath. Now more than ever seems it rich to die, to take into the air my quiet breath. I want to have my silent and real breathing in the air. Now it seems more than ever, it seems the time to die. Now he is in the time when he was writing Ode to Nightingale, he was in the deepest sorrow. He was in the extreme state of grief, of sorrowful events, that he says that now it's the best time, I must die now. While thou art pouring forth thy soul abroad in such an ecstasy, to seize upon the midnight with no pain, to seize upon the midnight with no pain. Now he says, at this midnight I must die without any pain. It will not be any painful experience for me to die if I die at this midnight. While thou art pouring forth thy soul abroad in such an ecstasy, when in that open atmosphere of the forest you are flying so easily and you have no fear, you can be just enjoying in the ecstasy of your emotions. I should die here. Still wouldst thou sing, and I have ears in vain. If I die, you will still be there singing, but I will have my ears, but all in vain. I will have my ears, you will be there singing, but then my ears, if I die, will not be able to listen but you sing. In front of me, the sun is it's about to die. Its whole reddish face of the sun in front of me, the last moments, he's just coming down at the horizon's edge. Still wouldst thou sing, and I have ears in vain, to thy high requiem become a squad, Noha or Mercy a requiem, the sad song at someone's death like an elegy. You will be crying. Let me show you the scene of sun setting to make the video original one. Let me show you. Can you see the beautiful sight of sun setting? Can you see? That is the sun actually, if you can see. Let me focus here. Can you see the scene of sun setting? The last moments of the sun there. These are the things actually I wanted to make you see. Oh yes, let me put the camera here in a very casual discussion today. All right, so it's a bit dark now and you have to see me in the darkness, but with these planes to show you that it's the roof of this house. Okay, let's continue. And I will die, you will be still singing, but my ears will be in vain. To thy high requiem become a squad. It will be like a grass that is covered. It will be like a dead body that will be buried into the grave. It will become ashes and it will become a part of the ground, my dead body. You will be just singing on the land. Thou wast not born for death, immortal bird, but you are not born for death. You will be still there. No hungry generations tread thee down, no one kills you, the hunters do not hunt you. The voice I hear this passing night was heard in ancient day by emperor and clown. The kings and the farmers also used to listen this beautiful song which I am hearing this passing night. The night is that is moving, that is leaving me behind, like the sun who is setting now and leaving me behind on this top of this house. At this passing night, the songs of immortal bird which I am hearing was also heard by whom? The voice I hear this passing night was heard in ancient day, in long time before history. Perhaps the self-same song that found a path through the sad heart of the Ruth when sick for home. She stood in tears amid the alien corn. There is a beautiful historical reference of Ruth when she was hijacked and kidnapped by other people and he was in another land. Seek for home is also an idiomatic expression that means when you are longing for your home city town, you want to go back to your home and you are too sad, weeping and crying for your home, and you are far away from your country land. So perhaps the self-same song that found a path through the sad heart of Ruth, it found a path through the sad heart of the Ruth. It passed through the sad heart of the Ruth when she was crying. So I think this song of Nightingale and of Bulbul was also heard by Ruth. When sick for home, she stood in tears when she was weeping and crying amid the alien corn. The alien corn in strange field, in the stranger land, in strange lands, out of his home, she was in fields and in corns. The same that oftentimes hath charmed magic seasments, opening on the foam of perilous seas in fairy lands for long, too far away in the fairy lands and in the foamless seas of the oceans, everywhere the song of Nightingale was heard. Now in the last stanza, there is extremely great, again, a turn of theme, a thematic progression, a thematic turn you will find in the last stanza. Forlorn, like in Arabic and Urdu we have al-wada, al-wada, forlorn, forlorn, adieu, adieu, forlorn, too far away. The very word is like a bell. This word beats my heart like a bell. Like a bell when the railway station, the train starts moving and there is a bell to warn you that the train is moving, just come back. The very word is like a bell to tell me back from thee to my soul self. This word far away is a bell that gives me a clue. It's warning me that I should be back now to my soul self. I should be back to myself. My fancy had taken me far away from the real world. I should be coming back from my imagination to the real world now. Adieu, the fancy cannot cheat so well. Al-wada. Now he is saying, Nightingale, go please, you enjoy. I say you bye, bye, adieu, adieu. The fancy cannot cheat so well. This fancy, this imagination cannot cheat me. It cannot make me move away from the real world that I am a part of. The very word is like a bell to tell me back from thee to my soul self. Adieu, the fancy cannot cheat so well, and she is famed to do deceiving elf. And the fancy is famed, it is famous for deceiving people. Adieu, adieu, thy plaintive anthem fades. Al-wada, al-wada, sad goodbye, adieu. Now your sad songs, they are disappearing. Where they are moving? Past the near meadows. Now they are crossing all these meadows in front of me. When you are at the top of the mountain hills in northern areas of a country and you observe all this, you really feel the beauty of everything that is there. Adieu, the fancy cannot cheat so well, and she is famed to do deceiving elf. Adieu, adieu, thy plaintive anthem fades. Past the near meadows, over the still stream. the still stream, like the stream engine that is still, that is not moving, now it disappears. There is a sound we are listening, and then when the bird nightingale is just moving and it's going away, and we feel that we are not listening to that sound anymore now, and disappear. It becomes dim at the first, and then it completely disappears, and we are back into our life. Past the near meadows, over the still stream, up the hillside, and now 'tis buried deep. Then the songs of nightingale, they cross the mountains, they go away, and then they are buried in the ground. They are completely disappeared. In the next valley, glads, in the valleys and the grounds and glads, they move. Was it a vision or a waking dream? Fled is that music, do I wake or sleep? What was that? Now Keat is thinking of wondering over that. He's actually pondering about that what it was actually. What was it all? Was it a vision, or was it a reality, or is a waking dream? Was it a daydreaming, or what type of thing it was? What was there in that? Now Keat wants to put you a message. The poem is end now, but my dear audience, my dear human beings from around the globe, from whichever university you are, maybe a student or a teacher, I would just say that what it was actually. How many a times people around us are suffering because of the things like that, and you know that we or many a times, for many a times we are having these things in our lives, but what's actually happening? That is the point. What are we observing? Really? The point is, the people like John Elia in Urdu poetry, like Mirza Ghalib, like John Keat, we have human beings sufferings, in extreme sorrows, in extreme pains. The problem is with those people who keep observing these people dying, but they don't help these people. They don't give care and emotional words. You can heal other people. Our human words have a healing power. The human language is made, I would say God has made human language. There is also a purpose of language, that is to heal others. You can heal other people by your words. You can lessen their groans and griefs. You can decrease them. You can help them. You can heal the wounding hearts by your words, by your actions, by your deeds. You can heal the people. So consider the point that try to heal other people. We have torn apart humanity. Don't be negative about others. Like John Keat, he also died at the age of 26. Nobody was there to console him, and he died. We have the people dying around us because of their overthinkings, their sorrows and griefs. But we don't give them time. We are no more ready to talk to them. We are busy in viralism, just snatching the weaknesses of others, just trying and observing the weak points of others and making them public without their consent. You are spreading the words of others, just giving bad names to others, making videos of others, making them viral on the social media accounts. We are playing with the weaknesses and bad things in others. Nobody is there trying to know the reason why a person is bad. Nobody is there why a person becomes drug addict, why a person becomes smoking addict, why a person becomes love affair addicts and addiction to the opposite gender, and they call it love and things like that. We are destroying our young generation. Humanity is at the verge of suffering these days. The people are dying. People are being burned in the fires of sufferings, in the fires of their sins, their addictions, their extreme sense of loneliness. Little children are saying, Papa, I am getting bored without having my games and mobile phones. Where we are moving? We must revisit our thoughts, our acts and deeds. Let's heal others. Let's listen to others. Let's console others. Not hurt the people by your words and your deeds. We should try our best to listen to these people like John Keat, so we may not lose another John Keat at the age of 26 because of his extreme pains. He was writing, he was crying. Poets actually cry. They give words to they give expressions to their pains and sufferings in the form of poetry. But we have thousands and millions of people around us who don't even give words to their thoughts and feelings and emotions. But they people are suffering too, who don't even have a way, a channel to express their thoughts. We should find them. Dear students, we should find them. Life is not for marks, grades, numbers and degrees and university education. It's all meaningless stuff. We are here on this planet to console other human beings who are suffering because of their loneliness, extreme loneliness. People are living, considering themselves totally alien from the world around them. It's time to think about them. It's time to consider human beings and revisit our human relationships and think about others. So just listen to others. Just give them good listening to what people want to say to you. Give time to your parents, your brothers and sisters. If you are a teacher, give time and spend time with your students. If you are a student, give time and spend time with your other fellows. Don't think negative of others. Always interpret and take the words of others into good meanings. That is about our script. The script in the mind of audience or listener. When you are listening a discourse, you should interpret it in the right way. That depends upon your script. So revisit your scripts in your minds. Change the paradigm of your perceiving other people's word and their actions, and be good to others. So the people like John Keats and other poets like them die, but they leave behind them a message, a legacy. And if we are good readers, if we are good student and teacher of literature, we must understand these people. We must understand the poetry and plays and the works of these great writers, and we should contribute for the betterment of human life. Thank you very much for staying with us. I hope so. It was a good evening, and this beautiful discussion also made my evening good. I hope so. When I will die, my words will be with you, and may they contribute in your life. And that's all what I am doing for. Thank you very much.